What's up, guys? New week, new recap, and the cycle has repeated itself again. Took a bunch of payouts and then ended up blowing all my accounts again. I'm down to 0 accounts. Got 3 combines going right now, and a loss on every single one of them now after this morning. I did take a win on one the other day, but I lost some of that, so it's in the exact same spot as the other ones. Doesn't matter if I was in profit. I can still only lose $4,500, and these accounts are fucking expensive. So hopefully I can pull something out of my ass here. I mean, I do still have $1,500 in drawdown. That should be more than enough. But yeah, took a few trades on open the other day. This one was from Friday. The May 1st is when I got that win. So yeah, I already went over that, but took a bunch of trades on technically Monday, which was actually Sunday, which I'll show you guys because we did gap up pretty significantly right here, as you can see. And when we did that, we swept out these two relative equal session highs, and we also took out these highs here. So it was very obvious we were going to kind of dump and fill that gap, right? And I took a trade right off market open, basically. You can see we create this 1 minute fair value gap here, and this was super easy to take. Entered here, and my target was right about down here, and this one actually got stopped break even pretty much right on it got stopped out at a loss right on this wick. I moved my stop down, and this wick like barely took me out here, which is kind of annoying, but I did basically re-enter exact same trade like right after, so like right here. And this one also I took a loss on, which was kind of annoying. I took a loss right there, just a small one. Pretty sure it might have been close to break even, but we came back up, inverse this gap, took a loss there. But yeah, that was the first 2 trades. I did end up taking a win after we get this inversion back down. And sorry guys, I'm just kind of skipping over this a little bit because it was Sunday, basically just gambling for the new week opening gap. I was not really trading properly, so I'm kind of just skimming over this quickly. But this trade ended up hitting right there, like barely, and this was the win that kind of put me back to, or sorry, it did not get taken out there. It came really close to my take profit, and I got taken out there for a small win. So I think I was still down about $1,000 at this point, and I have the drawdown accounts, which I was explaining to you guys last week, that I can only lose 3,000 on a day. So about 2,000 to lose. Ended up taking a long after we pretty much filled in this whole gap, as you can see, and we do get a decent 5-minute inversion off that. And I thought this was a pretty good trade right as Asia opened. So we get that, and I did take a long position right here. And I was just targeting back up to this opening candle here, and I got railed on this trade like pretty much instantly because we decided to manipulate back down, and then we ran to full TP right after. So I thought this was a pretty good trade, although we did not inverse we did inverse this gap as well, the 5-minute, but we didn't inverse the lower time frames yet. So could have avoided that one probably. Like, we didn't close above this 1-minute gap here, and I believe there's a 3-minute gap as well. But yeah, not a bad trade for that one. And that was my $3,000 for Sunday, Monday. So I didn't trade on that one account. I opened up 2 fresh ones, traded this morning, and it was a no news Monday, but very choppy, very, very choppy. And all we really had was Asia and New York AM, and we took out Asia pre-market, left these 2 highs here, that being all-time high. So I was pretty bullish coming into market open. We were trading within this 15-minute gap here. That was kind of like what I was waiting for to see what happened with that. I ended up getting in a little bit before we inversed it, but we did inverse it, and we left these highs right here, which was kind of criminal. Shorts off this were a pattern trade in my opinion, but they do look decent in a sense. I just didn't like the fact that we left these highs right here. But if I had to pick a trade of the day, which there wasn't really a good one in my opinion, it would have been shorts off this 5-minute IFEG. After we come up and take out this, we still kind of respect these gaps. I mean, this is very much of a reach for a trade. Like I said, there wasn't really any good trades today. You would have had to run a pretty wide stop on this, but the problem is you're playing it around at all-time highs, so like chances are if we do come up here, we're gonna go higher, right? So I saw some people take this. I mean, wasn't horrible. It did run right to TP, but at the same time, if that was the best trade of the day, that's telling you a lot, right? It was kind of a shitty day. So I took a long position basically right after market open today, and it was based off of a 30-second inversion. You can see we chopped around for a long time here, and market open we dipped down pretty hard, and we left equal 1-minute lows pretty much right here. We come down, we take that out, and we get a 30-second inversion on this candle right here. I entered there, and unfortunately the next candle literally just barely wicks me out, and I only needed to get to about here to hit my take profit, which it ran to like literally in the next 2 candles, but I got wicked out right away because we decided to chop around a little bit more for no reason. And yeah, that was that. Like I said, not many good trades today. We were still respecting this 5-minute gap, and we had pretty strong draws on the buy side. I just didn't really like the fact that we were still trading within this gap. I just figured for an eval, it wasn't a bad eval trade because I was risking a lot, right? So I didn't need to catch a huge amount of points. All I had to do was get back up to this wick here, and clearly it smashed that, but I got wicked out first, unfortunately. So not much to say today, guys. I'm going to try to cook something up in Asia to get these accounts back to at least normal, and might not be a video tomorrow, not 100% sure yet. I don't really see a point in going over Asia trades, but I might just for the hell of it, so we'll see. But hopefully end of this week, got some accounts back. Like I said, these 150k accounts are fucking expensive, so I don't want to be losing them. Maybe playing it very safe in Asia. And tomorrow we got a decent amount of news, so be careful if you are trading at 7 a.m. So yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Been a bit of a short one. I don't got much to say right now. If you traded today, you probably shouldn't have traded. The only reason I even did was because of it was just evals. But no news Monday after very volatile week. And Sunday was very volatile as well. Is always going to be shit. So yeah, it's gonna wrap it up for this one. So if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe as usual, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.